Why is it that some people walk through hell and come out stronger while others fall apart from a single bad day? It's not luck, it's not talent, and it sure isn't some magical advantage. The truth is it's what they say to themselves when no one's watching, because the most dangerous battlefield in world isn't out there, it's the six in between your ears. Let me ask you something. What are you telling yourself every day? Are you feeding your fear? Or are you programming your purpose? Because if your self-talk is weak, you will be too. But if it's built like a weapon, sharp, intentional, unbreakable, you become a force no one can stop. This isn't just mind set, this is survival power growth. Let me show you the 9 things you must tell yourself every single day if you want to stop breaking and start becoming unshakable. Your struggle isn't your enemy, it's your coach. Most people spend their lives avoiding pain, dodging discomfort, running from anything that makes them sweat, cry, or question their strength. But that's the exact place where growth lives. Struggle shows up not to break you, but to build you. Every setback, every challenge, every sleepless night isn't there to punish you, it's there to prepare you. You weren't meant to stay soft, you are meant to be sharpened. And pressure reveals real. When life hits you, don't ask why me, ask what's this teaching me. That shift alone is power, because the moment you stop resisting struggle and start embracing it, you flip the script. You stop being the victim and start becoming the weapon. The world will try to convince you that ease equals success, but anyone who's built anything worth having will tell you the truth. It was the pain that taught them how to fight. It was the losses that taught them how to win. It was a struggle that carved the strength into their soul. You can't develop toughness reading about it. You can't build character by watching others hustle. You have to walk through your own fire. You have to face the weight, the pressure, the resistance, and keep going, not once, not twice, but every time it shows up. It's how you grow into someone who doesn't flinch when life gets real. That's how you develop the kind of strength that doesn't shake when the ground does stop thinking something's wrong. Just because it's hard, that difficulty, that's the gym for your spirit. That challenge, it's the test you've been prepared for. If you're struggling right now, good, that means you're being shaped, trained, forged. That means life hasn't given up on you, it's investing in you. So don't run from it, look it in the eye, take the hit, and keep standing, because every time you survive what was meant to break you, you come back harder. You're not here to escape struggle, you're here to use it. Let it train you, let it mold you, and then show this world exactly what it created. Your mind is not your master, it's your tool. But most people live the other way around. They wake up and let their thoughts dictate their day. One bad memory, one anxious thought, one negative voice, and suddenly the whole day spirals. But here's the truth, your mind is powerful, yes, but it's not in charge unless you hand over the keys. You were never meant to be a prisoner inside your own head. Thoughts will come. Some will try to scare you, some will try to convince you to quit, others will try to whisper doubt, fear, and failure. But they're not facts, they're not orders, they're just visitors. And you decide who stays. You can feel a thought without feeding it. You can observe it without obeying it. That's real power, that's mental strength. It's easy to blame the outside world for your internal chaos, but the real war is always internal. And until you take control of that battlefield, nothing outside will change. It's not about pretending everything's fine. It's about reminding yourself, I choose the meaning, I choose the response, I choose the focus. Your mind wants comfort, it wants safety, but greatness doesn't live there. You have to train it. You have to discipline it. You have to put it in check when it tries to lead you back into fear. Think of your mind like a wild horse left untrained. It'll run anywhere into panic, insecurity, laziness. But once you take reins, once you start directing it with clarity and purpose, it becomes a force you can ride into anything. That voice in your head, you don't silence it with willpower, you starve it with truth. Every time it tells you, you can't, you respond with watch me. Every time it screams, what if? You answer, so what? That's how you take back control. You don't need perfect thoughts. You need disciplined ones, thoughts that serve your vision, not sabotage it. When you wake up, you don't wait for motivation, you command it. When fear knocks, you don't invite it in, you outwork it. Because at the end of the day, your mind can't be your worst enemy or your strongest ally, and that choice is made every day, not by emotion, but by ownership. Your past does not define you. Too many people carry their mistakes, regrets, and failures like chains, heavy, cold, and unbreakable. But here's a truth, Nobody tells you the past is a teacher, not jailer. It's where you find the lessons that sharpen your future. If you keep living as if yesterday's mistakes are your life's verdict, you're signing up for a sentence you don't deserve. You made the wrong choices. Good. That means you're human. That means you've experienced, learned, and now you have wisdom others don't. But the moment you let the past own your present, you stop growing. You get stuck in a loop of what-ifs and should-haves. That's a trap, a mental prison disguised as nostalgia or guilt. Here's what you need to understand: your past isn't a problem, your relationship with your past. You have the power to rewrite that story in your mind. Instead of seeing pain as punishment, see as preparation. Instead of wallowing in regret, study it for clues on how to move forward. Smarter, tougher, more focused people who have achieved greatness don't run from the past. They look at it straight in the eye. They say that chapter is closed, but it wasn't wasted. They carry the scars, yes, but scars are proof of survival, not failure. Every heartbreak, every setback is a building block, the bricks of your foundation. You don't erase your history, you elevate it. Don't let yesterday's fail chain you to yesterday's limitations. The past has one job: to teach you how to become better today. If you want to break free, you have to stop giving your past permission to control your emotions, your decisions, your confidence. You don't owe your past an apology or an explanation. You owe it a lesson learned in a future earned. Remember, the past only holds the power you give it. You are not stuck where you've been. You are free to go where you want. And the only thing standing between you and that freedom is the story you keep telling yourself. Change that story and watch everything else change with it. Progress isn't always loud. It's not always a headline or a massive win. Too many people wait for the big break, the giant leap, the overnight success, and miss the truth right in front of them. Every single step forward matters, no matter how small, no matter how slow, no matter how invisible it feels. Those small steps are the heartbeat of greatness. You want to build a legacy. It starts with the tiny choices you make every day: waking up 5 minutes earlier, saying no to distractions, reading one page, making one call. Those moments add up. They stack quietly until one day you look back and realize you've moved mountains. But if you wait for motivation or a perfect moment, you'll be stuck waiting forever. The world glorifies instant results, but real success is built on patience and consistency. Every time you push forward, you're building momentum. You're proving to yourself that you can overcome resistance, that you can handle discomfort, that you're willing to do what it takes. The power isn't in the giant leaps, it's in the daily grind. Don't let impatience sabotage your progress. It's tempting to compare yourself to others who seem to be racing ahead, but their journey is not your measuring stick. What matters is that you keep moving, because forward is forward. Even if it's crawling, it's still winning. Every small victory creates a foundation for the next one, and soon enough those steps become strides. Celebrate the small wins. They remind you that you're alive, that you're engaged, that you're growing. They're proof that you're not just dreaming, you're doing. This mind, it is what separates those who reach their goals from those who only wish for them. So when you feel stuck, remember, progress is not about giant leaps. It's about showing up, doing the work, and taking the next step, no matter how small, because every step forward counts. Everyone, and over time, those steps become the path to your greatness. Growth isn't waiting on approval. Too many people pause, hesitate, or hold back because they're waiting for someone else to say it's okay, waiting for validation, for permission, for green light that never comes. But here's the truth: you don't need anyone's blessing to become who you're meant to be. The moment you realize that, you unlock a power no one can take away. You are the author of your own life story. You don't have to ask permission to change chapters, to rewrite scenes, to drop characters that no longer serve you. The power to evolve is inside you. It doesn't require an invitation. If you wait for others to open the door, you'll be waiting forever. Doors don't open themselves. You have to walk through them, even if it means breaking them down. Too often people stay stuck in old versions of themselves because of fear: fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of disappointing others. But here's the hard truth: growth is uncomfortable. It challenges the people around you just as much as it challenges you, and that's okay. You don't owe anyone your stagnation, you owe yourself progress. No one can grant you permission to change, but you can give yourself the freedom to evolve. It starts with a decision. I am done living on someone else's terms. I am done shrinking to fit the mold. I am done apologizing for my ambition. When you own that decision, you break free from limitation. Others try to place on you. Evolution is a daily act of courage. It means choosing growth over comfort, even when it feels risky. It means trusting yourself enough to take steps into the unknown without guarantees or guarantees. But that's where transformation lives, in that fearless leap. So don't wait for a sign, a nod, or a go. Had you already have everything you need inside you, the only permission you need is the one you give yourself. Claim it, move forward, become the person you're meant to be, because your evolution is not optional, it's inevitable. And it starts right now. Feelings come and go like the weather. One moment you're up full of energy and confidence, the next doubt or fear creeps in trying to pull you off course. But here's the reality: feelings are not your identity. They are temporary signals, not permanent states. You are not your emotions, you are the discipline that pushes through them. Most people live ruled by their feelings. When they feel motivated, they work. When they feel tired, they stop. When they feel scared, they freeze. But that's the problem. Success doesn't depend on how you feel, it depends on what you do despite how you feel. Discipline means showing up even when excitement fades, when your mind begs you to quit, when the weight of the day presses down. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. It's the muscle that keeps you moving when your feelings want you to rest. It's the voice inside that says keep going, even when the world screams give up. And here's the thing: discipline isn't some rare gift reserved for a chosen few. It's a skill you build with every choice you make. You can't wait for motivation to strike. Motivation is unreliable. Discipline is steady. It's the commitment to your vision when emotions are lying to you, telling you it's too hard or that you're not enough. Feelings will try to convince you that taking the easy route is better, but discipline calls you to the hard work that leads to greatness. When you say, I am not my feelings, I am my discipline, you're reclaiming your power. You're deciding that your actions define you, not fleeting emotions. You're saying, I will keep moving forward no matter what. Because that's what winners do. They don't wait to feel like it. They build momentum by taking action regardless of mood. Discipline doesn't erase feelings, it respects them, but doesn't let them dictate the outcome. It's the commitment to do what needs to be done, not what feels comfortable. So train yourself to be stronger than your feelings. Let discipline be the steady hand that guides you through every storm, every doubt, every temptation to quit. That's how you win. That's how you ride. Doubt is inevitable. It visits every single person who's ever dared to step outside their comfort zone and chase something bigger. But doubt isn't a wall, it's a signpost. It tells you where the growth is, where the challenge lies, and where your comfort zone ends. The question isn't whether you will feel doubt, the question is what you will do when it shows up. Many people let doubt stop them dead in their tracks. They hear that inner voice whisper, you're not good enough or you'll fail. And they believe it. But doubt is a liar disguised as a warning. It tries to protect you from pain, embarrassment, or disappointment. But what it really does is keep you small. It traps you in hesitation while the world moves on without you. The truth is, doubt is fuel if you choose to use it that way. It's a challenge to prove that voice wrong. When you feel doubt creeping in, don't retreat. Lean in, let it light a fire under you. Let it sharpen your focus, ignite your determination, and push you harder than ever before. Doubt is not your enemy. It's the spark that can set your hunger ablaze. Every success story is littered with moments of doubt. What separates the winners from the quitters is what they do with that doubt. Winners hear it, acknowledge it, and then use it as motivation to move forward anyway. They don't wait for doubt to disappear. They act in spite of it. That's the difference between living a life dictated by fear and one defined by courage. Remember, doubt is natural. It's proof you're trying, but letting doubt control your decisions, that's optional. When you decide to turn doubt into fuel, you step into a new level of mental toughness. You tell yourself, I will not stop because I feel uncertain. I will push harder, work longer, and stay committed. So next time doubt shows up, welcome it, use it, let it be the gasoline to your fire, not the extinguisher, because on the other side of doubt is growth, strength, and everything you've been reaching for. Doubt doesn't define you, your response to it does. Words are easy to say, promises come cheap. Everyone talks about what they're going to do, but very few actually do it. The truth is, the world doesn't care about your intentions, your excuses, or your dreams. It only responds to results. If you want respect, influence, and true power, you must let your results do the talking. Too many people get caught up in explaining themselves, defending their choices, or justifying their delays. They think if they explain enough, someone will understand or cut them slack. But respect isn't earned through words, it's earned through action. When you deliver, when you perform, when you produce, you command attention. No explanation needed. Results are undeniable. They are the proof in the pudding. They silence critics, dissolve doubts, and break down barriers. If you want people to believe in you, first believe in yourself enough to put in the work that produces undeniable outcomes. Results are your most powerful currency. And once you start paying with them, the world will listen. Let go of the need to justify every step. Instead, focus on showing up consistently and delivering what you say you will. Results don't ask for permission or approval. They demand acknowledgement. The people who succeed understand this. They stop wasting energy on excuses and start investing that energy in execution. This mindset is what separates leaders from followers. Leaders don't talk about what they might do. They do what others only talk about. They understand that talk is cheap, but results are priceless. They let their words speak louder than their words ever could. So when you feel the urge to explain why you haven't reached your goal yet, or to justify the pace you're moving at, remember, nobody's waiting for your excuses. They're waiting to see what you're going to do next. Stop talking, start delivering. Let your results be the message that echoes long after your words have faded. In the end, results are the only language that commands respect, opens doors, and builds legacies. Speak it fluently. Excuses are the easiest thing to make and the most dangerous trap to fall into. When things get tough, it's tempting to explain why you can't do something, why now isn't the right time, why you don't have enough resources, why life is against you. But here's the brutal truth: your future isn't interested in your excuses. It only cares about what you do today. Every excuse is a choice to delay your destiny. It's a decision to let fear, comfort, or doubt control your actions instead of your ambition and discipline. Excuses whisper lies that keep you stuck in the same place, waiting for something outside yourself to change. But real change doesn't come from circumstances, it comes from decisions. Your future is shaped by your actions right now. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready or perfect. It's indifferent to your complaints and justifications. It moves forward based on what you do, not what you say. If you spend your time making excuses, you're signing up for a future that looks exactly like your present, a place of regret and missed opportunity. The successful don't have fewer challenges, they just refuse to let those challenges become excuses. They understand that excuses are the enemy of progress and the thief of dreams. When obstacles appear, they find solutions. When setbacks hit, they adjust and keep moving. Their focus is on what's possible, not what's holding them back. Excuses are a way to give your power away. They hand over control to your fears, your past, or your circumstances. But your power lies in owning your story and refusing to let anything stand in your way. You get to decide how your future looks, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. So when you catch yourself making an excuse, stop. Ask yourself, is this truth or fear talking? Am I building my future or breaking it down? The moment you stop excusing and start acting, you step into the driver's seat of your life. Remember, your future is watching you right now. It doesn't care about your reasons, it cares about your results. No one else will create the life you want, but you so put down the excuses and pick up the responsibility. Your future depends on it. Now listen closely. This is where the real work begins. You've heard the truth, you know what needs to be said every single day, but knowing isn't enough. You have to live it. Start telling yourself these 9 things every morning, every night. Whenever doubt or fear try to sneak in, own your power, step into your discipline, refuse to let excuses run your life. This is your moment to rise above the noise, push past limits, and to build the future only you can create. So get up, hold yourself accountable, and make today the day you become unstoppable. Your future is waiting, and it won't wait forever.